Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Already here, they're audible to something else. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 22. So a good catch there by a guy who, let's face it, should not have been on the free agent wire.
I'm like you. I can't believe he was available. I bet there's a long line of teams who wanted to get him.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, here on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That's complete. Jeanty out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the give, Jeanty able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Jeanty.
2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for the first. Now with everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
3rd and 4. Now they'll change things up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Curtis. Stocker's got it, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Looking to throw, Curtis.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. On the give, Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
15-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And we get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup on 11 and a Baltimore first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. Breaks through the contact. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun now on third down. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
And I'm not sure if we got a little sloppy with the mechanics, or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense. Bail them out.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now an audible here into something else. 2nd and 13. Smith-Njigba with the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Raiders 14, Ravens nothing.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Looks fun for a guy trying to tackle.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing is Jackson. And down he goes, brought down, Raiders sack. Miles Murphy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2nd down.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are back within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Once again, it's Genty. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Well, went out wide and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. They'll wind up getting just a yard. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 33, second and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Max Crosby able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Bucket's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. A give to ETN running right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On his loop for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. Back to throw. Curtis. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Curtis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, it's Genty.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Operating from the gun, Curtis.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 and 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Second and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying, don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff to Genty. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Curtis. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run with Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Operating from the gun, Curtis. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd and 7 from the 20. From the gun, Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd and 2. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and then connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
The kicker on.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Jackson now.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now it's Jackson.
This is caught at the 20. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. It's a gain of 34.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good game right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
Back to throw. Curtis.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Here comes second down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
They'll come up now on second down.
Looking to throw. Curtis. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
A call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they're in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. They'll run. Here comes Genty.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Now it's Genty.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. on the give. Ginty. And that's a touchdown as they break our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielders up so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Jackson to throw.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And all the way down to the 35.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. And a Baltimore first down.
The Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.